This video is a collection of pictures and memories of Charles Edmund McCarthy, who passed away on Tuesday, August 25th, 2009, at the age of 94. Charles Edmund McCarthy was born in Fillmore, New York on December 25th, 1915. He attended Fillmore schools and graduated from Fillmore High in 1936. In 1937, at a dance in Centerville, New York, Charlie met and fell in love with Gladys Teresa Bundy. Gladys was working at that time for Trapper's Knitting Mill in Silver Lake, New York. Soon after their meeting in that same year, Charlie and Gladys were married and started raising a family. Their children, oldest to youngest, are Mary, Eugene, Patrick, Jane, Charles Jr., and Deborah. After high school, Charlie worked on his grandfather's dairy farm, which he bought from a family in the 1950s. The dairy farm consisted of 175 acres and 24 cows. As time went by, Charlie decided that he would have to make a change because the farm was not paying for itself. In 1956, he sold the dairy farm and bought a 207-acre sheep ranch for $6,000. When Jones Pond became a campground, Charlie bought 6 riding ponies from a used car dealer and had pony rides for the campers, and so was born McCarthy's Ranch. In the late 1960s, family camping was becoming very popular, and Jones Pond was doing so well, Charlie had the people from Soil Conservation come in and build roads, dig ponds, map out campsites, and became the owner-operator of McCarthy's Ranch Family Campground. The years have passed and the children have grown up, but we still see Grandma and Grandpa McCarthy waving hello and goodbye to all the campers when we come and go every weekend. On November 17th and December 25th of 1993, Charles and Gladys will both be 78 years old. We all look forward to waving to them for many more camping seasons to come. Charlie, Gladys, and I had a nice visit at my trailer over Labor Day weekend, and I'm going to close my article with his words when he left that day. Me and Mama have a good life, and we've got lots of nice memories. That article was written by one of the campers, Corey Critchley, in September of 1993 and published in the Happy Camper magazine. Charles Edmund McCarthy of 9642 Old State Road died Tuesday, August 25, 2009, in his home. Born December 25, 1915, in the town of Hume, he was a son of George and Amelia Keaton McCarthy. On April 18, 1938, in Perry, he married Gladys Bundy. Mr. McCarthy was founder of McCarthy's Ranch. He had been a farmer and also worked for Craig Developmental Center in Saguenay. He was a member of St. Patrick's Church, where he was a former altar boy, Holy Cross Cemetery Board, and Birdsall Grange, and he had been a 4-H leader. Here are a few pictures of McCarthy's Ranch as it looks now. When Grandpa had it, it really looked a lot different. At least over half of the land he owned was still just woods and undeveloped, not even any roads, just maybe a few horse or pony paths. The campground was, it wasn't small, but it was small enough that there was a real sense of community among all the people. I'd say there were 2 different sections of the campground. We called one out back and one really didn't have a name. It was closer to the front. Very original we were. But Grandpa had the horses and ponies, and we always went swimming in the pond that he made into a swimming pond. There was fun running around out in the woods. There was fun playing in the creek, building tree houses, forts in the woods, eating candy and making pizza in the rec hall, and playing ping pong and pool, and different kinds of games, getting ice cream, playing rock the boat, standing on inner tubes in the swimming pond, going fishing, digging worms, just all kinds of fun that we had when we were kids. At Charles Edmund McCarthy's funeral, family members were allowed to speak about him, and I'll leave you to hear those words and to remember him fondly.
Like when Mom tried to make her experiments for supper. He always said everything was good. Whether it was or not, they were always good. He always brought us up with the church. Church was the most important thing to him in life. He told us that we could get closer to the Lord, if even by being an altar boy or singing in the choir. Making McCarthy's Ranch was an idea of my mom and dad. What a tremendous idea that it was. He loved camping. He loved fishing. He loved riding horses. He brought the idea together when they created the campsite. That ranch was a joy for him. He never wanted to leave the ranch. He was thrilled to see that Jean and Charlie follow in his dreams. He loved fishing, playing cards. He's read every one that's in the library. There's none there that he hasn't read. Watching cowboy movies. He's watched every single movie that's out there. And he can tell you when it starts, how it's going to finish. Eating ice cream. He loved eating ice cream. Going to Country Kitchen. That was his favorite because there's meatloaf there. And going on Fridays for fish fries. He was worried that he would not get his driver's license approved again. So he had it all figured out. He was going to go and wait and get his eyes checked just in time for his renewal. So he knew that he would get it approved again. He always loved driving his car. That made him very happy. The other thing that made him very happy was mowing lawns. He loved mowing lawns. Even though he might have ran over a few cords, maybe got a little too close to some trailers, he still loved everyone. I am going to miss him. There is something that we always called him. We always called Dad the old man. You know what? He loved it because he was proud that he had lived as long as he did. He really wanted to be 100. Okay? There is one thing I want to say before I'm done.
For me.
Okay? We're going to love you, Dad, and we miss you.
And Jane and my mom were cheating. We're still listening, so let us know when it happens again. It was great coming down to the farm, watching football games on Sunday, going to the Allegheny County Fair, going around the campsite, collecting money for the newspapers when him and Grandma were selling them, playing in the rec hall, listening to the bands that were playing in the rec hall. Oh, can't forget about the ice cream. He thought it was okay whenever we got hurt to eat ice cream. Right now we need a lot of ice cream. We miss him and we love him so much.
He helped anybody. He brought the best out in everybody. And one thing you noticed down at the campsite, he'd always have these little kids start following him. These little kids kind of adapted him. They must have knew he was the best grandfather there was. And he loved everybody. I miss you, Grandpa.